All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome back. Another day of being consistent, you all. I made a promise to myself, and I made a promise to y'all, so we back at it again, another 5 a.m. morning recording these videos, and I'm excited because today I get to talk about the foundational principles of entrepreneurship, the 2 questions that you should ask yourself before you just get up, start this LLC, buy some stuff that you can just sell because it's going to make you a lot of money, and you've seen it on Instagram, and you're going to make the cool videos with the cars and the houses and all these different dreams that just started running in your head that got you so excited about entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is serious business, and the only reason you get into it is because you have a burning passion for a specific thing and you want to help solve a specific problem. So before you jump into it, there are just 2 simple questions that you should ask yourself. The first question that you should ask yourself is, what problem am I trying to solve? And number 2, how will what I'm trying to put out via service or product help someone else reach their goal? I'm going to break down the 2, make it very simple for you all so that you can start your entrepreneurship journey off the right way. It took me some years to actually, one, come to the conclusion that I need to answer these 2 questions. And once I began to realize, oh man, this is what I have to do, it took me a while to actually come up with the answer. So if you can learn to answer these 2 questions right off the bat before you even start anything, before you spend money, because you might not have to spend as much money as you think you need, you'll be way better off. Your journey could just start off so much easier. So let's dive right into it. So like I stated, question number 1 is, what problem am I trying to solve? I remember just going around when I first started trying to get clients and make this thing grow and make it successful. I really didn't have a legitimate pitch. I literally in my mind didn't have any clue on exactly what problem I was trying to solve for people. I just knew I knew how to take photos. This is possibly a gift for me, and people want quality, but I didn't know why they wanted quality. I couldn't express how this quality can help them reach a certain goal because I was just so bent on the fact that, well, I take great photos and I know people like great photos, so that's why they should come to me. But there are a lot of people that take great photos and a lot of different options. So what made it tough was other people knew and could clearly state why someone should come to them for a specific photo. They knew how to sell the fact that they were helping people become confident. They knew how to sell the fact that this photo will help you get this dream job if it's a great glamorous headshot. They knew how to word everything, and those other photographers knew exactly what problem they were trying to solve for their clients. If it's a wedding photographer, they knew that the couple that wanted a specific thing, they knew when they thought about their wedding, when they thought about a videographer, this is exactly how I picture. I want to be able to feel this kind of way when I watch my videos. And they would just go out and find a photographer that was speaking to them and saying, hey, this is the way you want to feel. My camera, what I do will help you get that feeling, will help you feel fulfilled. And that was something I didn't really know how to do. And so think about that in your own business, whatever area you're trying to go in. And it can be something just as small as someone selling lashes, or something as big as somebody that's a consultant or an agent or a therapist. You have to know exactly what problem are you solving for your clients or your potential clients. If you're not aware of what problem you're solving, then most likely someone won't come to you because they won't feel like they need you. Like, you have to make people feel like, man, like you have a serious problem that you need solved, and I'm the one that can get it to you. If it's selling lashes, you have to sell beauty, you have to sell confidence, you have to sell self-esteem. That's how you do it, and that's how you can really set yourself apart. Now, how the content looks, God gives you free will, and he will give you ideas if this is the lane you're supposed to go in. and give you the creative ideas on how to sell this, how the photo should look, how the video should look. When you're talking to people one-on-one, the right things to say, because that's the area he has you in. But as long as you go in with the mindset of what problem am I actually solving for people, it'll make the process so much easier. It'll make 10 years down the road so much easier, because you've laid the foundation. You understand exactly why you got into business. And so no matter what happens, you always know this is the problem I'm solving. If somebody else trying to come into business and partner with you, you can be able to say, hey, this is what we're solving. Like, you can always stay focused on the goal and just guarantee yourself success. And that will eliminate a lot of the problems when you start talking about pricing, when you start talking about whatever, anything in regards to business. Once you lay that foundation and say, this is the problem that we're solving, it pretty much solves a lot of the different problems that you will face in the future. The second and final question that you need to ask yourself is, how will what I'm putting out actually help somebody reach their goals? So I'll just use me for an example, because that help you all see the picture a lot better. So what I do, I'm a content creator and I'm a content consultant. Most people that I work with still have a 9-to-5 job, but they also want to be able to chase their dreams or start their own business to eventually get off that job and just do exactly what they love full time. So what I sell is the ability to have your dream and build it up from the ground up the right way you want it from the beginning. Because time management is the biggest thing. They already working 9-to-5, and then a lot of times they have kids that they have to tend to. So then the time that they should be trying to prep to get ready for the next day, get their kids ready for school, they're trying to be so dedicated and use that one little hour to set up a camera, set up a lights if they went out to buy the equipment to prove to themselves that they are dedicated. They try to do all this, squeeze it into an hour. And then a lot of times, since you're a beginner, it's not working out. So I'm selling that. I come in to relieve all of that stress for you. You don't have to think about what to post, how to be creative, because that's what I do. I do the research and all for you. I look up the people in your industry and I see what's popular. I bring my own ideas to the table. I schedule the consultations with you on the weekends when you're free, so that we can both brainstorm different ideas together. And then once it's time to meet, we have our shoot, which probably takes 1 or 2 hours most times, and you only do that once a week or maybe twice a month. So this way, this gets people excited about, man, I can actually get the quality I want, I can get the content that I want, and depending on what industry you're in, man, we can get together a full month of content, a full 2 months of content, maybe even in just 1 to 2 hours per week. That just takes just investing a little, but most people are already willing to do that because they're so driven by getting off their 9-to-5 goal. So that is what I sell. So that, being able to sell that, is 10 times bigger than just, hey, look, I have cool pictures and I know you're trying to start a business. Use my cool pictures. People are going to be like, well, maybe I could do it with my iPhone. Or maybe I could just have my little cousin. He has a camera. I could help him start up his business. But being able to sell people on, you need this time, and I can actually give you that. And not only that, I can relieve the stress of having to think about this. I'm editing everything for you. It's literally a full A to Z service. And so that is what I began to learn how to sell. That is what I began to share people, like, this is what I'm offering you. I want to see you succeed. I know you need the time. I can give that back to you. And that begins to help people see more clearly, like, oh man, I can actually get this done. That gives them the energy to want to go forth and commit to this business that they're really trying to start. So that's really it. Just begin to ponder on those 2 questions. What problem am I solving for people, and how exactly will I put this message out so that they can see that I'm here to solve their actual problem and that I'm actually here to help them reach their goal. Once you lay this foundation, I promise you, things begin to get easier. Creativity begins to flow a lot better, because going back to the principle of what entrepreneurship is about, and since my audience, who I like to talk to, is Christian entrepreneurs, the foundation of our life is to lay our life down for something better. So if you take that same principle and apply it to entrepreneurship, I'm not thinking about me. I'm not thinking about how much money I can make and what I can buy when I get the money. I'm really only driven by being able to help somebody else, the same way Christ was driven to really help give us salvation. That was the only thing that drove him and allowed him to endure what he did. If we can begin to take on that same mind into everything that we do, and specifically speaking to entrepreneurship, if we can begin to take on the mind of, I'm trying to figure out this simple problem that needs to be solved, and I want to tell the world that I can solve this problem for you, the right people will begin to come along and your business will begin to thrive. So once you get those questions answered, just start. Don't worry about anything else. You've laid the foundation. Once you've answered those two questions, just start. Just go as far as you can see. And when you get there, you'll see further. So I hope this video really helps somebody. I hope this unblocks this whatever thing that's probably been in your mind that you've probably been thinking about. Yeah, man. I truly hope this video helps. So I love y'all. Peace.